All right, now it's happening. What's up, everybody? It's Wednesday. It's time for Round Robin. I am Robin. That is Rob. Hi, Rob.
Hi, Robin.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Cat tack. It's a cat
Yes,
tack.
my cat is obsessed with our 3D printers. So they're on a shelf and he plays on the shelf where we keep all of the filament for the 3D printers, and he'll chew on the ends of the filament and everything. So we always have to snip them before we change out the filament. Anyways, okay. Yep.
Oh my God.
He's doing what he always does.
So we had trouble with our cameras today, so we are using the Discord setup, which is backward. And you are seeing Robin correctly, but you are seeing a mirror image of me as per my Death Star written backwards. I'm the other way, everybody.
Right.
But Robin is correct. That is how she looks. She has the
I'm
microphone.
always correct.
She's always right. I'm wrong. I called her Robin, and her name is Rob, because it says so on the screen right there.
Oh, right. I'm Rob. I made a label for it. I am Rob tonight.
Right.
I am Rob tonight.
And I wrote down, I am Robin, but it's backwards because my camera is backwards.
Oh, and here's my other cat, Tiamat. She's walking away now, but anyways, yes, I have cats, Bahamut and Tiamat. And they're being little jerks right now. Okay.
That's right.
So I do have something I want to show you.
Okay.
Speaking of my 3D printers, we have 2 of them. Technically, we have 3 of them, but one of them is not set up. So I think you can see one on camera with the little, okay. So we got a dog recently, as you know, and we named him Volo, right?
Yep.
After Volo from Volo's Guide to... Oh my God, Volo's Guide to Monsters. Sorry, I have a cat. Anyways, so I've been making collar things for him. He has 3 collars and 3 leashes. Look, don't judge me, okay? I can. So we made these. It's a leash holder. It's gonna be really hard for you to see, but they have letters on them.
Bolo.
So we're gonna mount. I'm gonna paint these, and we're gonna mount them on our wall. We made all 4 letters in his name. There's the O. There's 2 of those, obviously. And here's the L. Ta-da!
So he has
just
4 leashes?
Well, he has three sets now of collar and leash, matching sets.
Oh, okay.
And then my brother bought him an extra collar. So we have 4 collars and 3 leashes.
Cats don't go for walks, do they?
Actually, Bahamut, my cat that was way back there, the big one, he has a harness and a leash, and he likes to go outside. And I'm a firm believer in cats shouldn't be free roaming. I know a lot of people let cats be free roaming outside, but I do not, because we live in the suburbs and it's really dangerous. So I will take him. I'll put him in a harness and take him outside.
Yeah.
But only on a leash. I don't let him, just go and come.
Right.
Like people would do with a country cat or something like that.
Yeah.
We don't do that here.
And do you? They don't go outside ever unless you take them. There's no cat door or anything like that.
Correct. Yeah. No, they don't.
Right.
This is Bahamut right here, my big one. He's a big boy.
Bahamut.
And he's crawling on my keyboard. So
today, Jeff Bezos sent me this. I paid for it.
Oh, did he know?
Yeah, he sent it to me. I got it in my front porch. It's glossy. It's not the special cover, but today was the release date for. Actually, it was supposed to be yesterday, I think, but they're bitches.
And that was after it moved back, right? Because originally it was supposed to be June.
It was originally going to be released when they did the Fantasy Grounds module, but because of COVID and lack of leadership, they had to push the print back. I'm sorry, did I say that out loud? They had to push the print got pushed back, and
I'm sure it had more to do with manufacturing the books than anything.
Right, but yeah, because they had to slow down and work personnel, and they had to close for a while and all that stuff.
Right. Well, I mean, aren't they printed in China? Their printers are in China.
Is it printed in China?
I'm 99%
printed in the
sure.
USA.
Oh, well, I'll eat my words. Wow, I never knew that.
In the USA, and I think it might even say in here. Let's just look, everybody. It probably says in this string of letters down at the bottom. You can't even fucking see it.
Mm-hmm.
But it might say here. Printed in the. Oh, here we go. Printed in the USA. Manufactured by Hasbro. it does not say where in the USA, unless they physically do it in Renton, which I don't know that they would, but maybe they do.
Yeah, I mean, are there any print houses in Renton?
Maybe,
Um,
but I don't.
I'm not that familiar. I don't know.
I don't think they. If they had in-house printing, I think we would know about it. I don't think that's the case, but maybe
Yeah, I
somebody.
don't think they have in-house. I'm
No.
sure. I'm quite certain because I watch Dragon Talk, which is like the official D&D podcast show thing.
You mean the thing
And
that
I
I was
could have
on in
swore.
November? That one?
Yes, yeah, you were on it. I remember that episode.
Yeah.
I could have swore they said that they've never mentioned, like, whenever they talk about printing, it's always we're waiting for the first prints to be mailed to us, etc. So I
Right.
don't think they have
Yeah.
in-house printing.
No. And they've changed printers in the last few years, because remember when in 2014, when the first player's handbook and everything and the binding was all ripped up and cruddy and they had to change printers. And
I have a funny story about that, but continue.
Well, they give everybody free copies. If all you had to do was take a picture of your binding and your, like, the inside cover where the print run number was, and send it to them, and they would just send you a free one, which was awesome.
Oh.
And I tried to get, like, for a while, for about the first 3 years till 2017 or 2018, I was obsessed. As a matter of fact, I think I still have it on my phone. I had which print run I had of each book, and then I would try to, like, if I give away one for a prize or one to a friend, I would give them the old one and try to buy the new one, so it had the errata in it, and I would try to keep up with, like, which ones do I need to trade out or whatever, because I'm obsessed with having. And then these books, I literally open them once and skim through them, and I put them in a stack, and I never open them. I never use them because I got Fantasy Grounds and D&D Beyond, but I have to buy them because I have a problem.
Right. Yeah, I had from the first print run, the only book I had was the Monster Manual. Actually, somebody bought it for me from when they first came out, and I ended up actually selling that at one point many years ago, like 3 years ago. I know that's not many, but to me it is many. I sold that because we had things going on in life, and we just were trying to downsize stuff. And anyways, long story short, so I sold that one. And then when we were living in Kansas City, I ended up restarting my collection, if you will. And I bought new sets of everything, a new Player's Handbook, Dungeon Master's Guide, Monster Manual, because we were going to run games again. And the Monster Manual I got is upside down. Like, when you open the front cover, everything is upside down in it.
You got to keep that, because that's going to be worth money.
Yeah, if I could reach it, I would show it to you. But next time I'll remember, and I'll set it on my desk before we start the show. But yes, I have an upside down.
That's gonna be like one of those upside down airplane stamps. It's gonna be worth like $100,000 one day.
Maybe.
In your old age, you should buy another one. Don't use that one. Keep it nice. Wrap it up. Wrap it in tinfoil. Something.
I don't keep my books nice. I actually write in them, and
I use I'm having a stroke right now because you said that.
Sticky tabs in them because I don't like dog-earing pages.
No.
Yeah, I write in the margins all the time.
By the way, this doesn't work. If you want to plug your ears, this absolutely doesn't work. It just makes it more sound.
Look, books, especially D&D books, are meant to be annotated, especially when you're a long-time dungeon master. I'm just saying.
This is like noise scratching your nails on the chalkboard to me. I'm hearing.
Because you're a player, you don't understand.
No, I'm a DM. I've been DMing.
I know, I'm just messing with you. But I'm like a habitual DM.
But I buy with the mentality, even underwear, anything I buy, my food, I buy everything with the mentality of, what if I want to resell this on eBay one day?
Nah,
so I keep everything nice.
I have like the creative mindset, I'm like, how can I make this better? Or for example, in my D&D books, I'll get to give you an example. I'll be reading, and sometimes I'll think of things that I either want to change or use or delete from when I run games. So if the inspiration strikes, I mean, if I don't have like Post-it notes near me, which I have like stacks and stacks of Post-it notes, but like sometimes I'll write or I'll circle, you know, a line of text or a paragraph of text in the book that to me is inspiring, and then I get an idea to make, you know, an adventure out of, or to make a module out of, or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
So for me, it's mostly just that, like just a little bit of annotation and
I will
whatever. Sue
say,
me. They're my books.
in 1987, though, when I was in the Army and I was in Korea, and I went to the PX and I bought like Oriental Adventures and the Wilderness Guide and a bunch of the supplement books for first edition. And then I also had a subscription to Dragon Magazine. And then one day the Dragon Magazine showed up and it had like 4 pages of errata for all the books. And I cut the errata out and I taped it in the book and I made it so that it looked like it was supposed to or whatever. And I did that. I'm not sure. I don't think I wrote in the book, but I did do that. And then I color coded the pages like with one of those little, like a purple sticky or red sticky or yellow sticky, and where the changes were and whatever. And then we used it. He would be like, you know, we'd be playing and I'd be like, oh no, that rule's been changed. Tick, 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 right here. And so I did do that, but I think that experience gave me the willies, because one of the first things I ever sold on eBay in 1996, maybe, or whenever eBay started, I sold all my D&D books and included it, and I got like $500, but half of that was because I had the 144 page Fiend Folio that had Cthulhu and the other.
Oh, yeah, the one gosh, that's awesome.
Know, yeah, so I sold. I wish I never did that, but I was, you know, I was like 29 or 30 years old and I was broke and fuck, and I had to sell some stuff. So
yeah, so I mean, I know exactly how you feel. I've done it before. I've been there, done that, even just 3 years ago. You know,
I'm not 30 anymore.
Right. When I was younger, the system I learned how to play on was 3rd edition, which I'm sure most people my age would probably say the same, maybe 2nd edition. Anyways, my brothers taught, you know, we all learned how to play on 3rd edition, and we would borrow the books from the library. Our local library actually had them, the Player's Handbook and the Monster Manual and all that kind of stuff. And we ended up never returning them once, and ate the fees from the library basically to pay for a lost or stolen book, which we just kept. And long story short, when my second oldest brother moved out, he took all the books with him, and he lived in a really shitty apartment for like a long time with my oldest brother. The two of them lived together, and somehow through them living there for like 6 years in the same apartment, he lost all of the books that we stole from the library. I mean, technically we bought them from the library, but whatever. Yeah, and I was really sad because it would have been nice to have kept those, like the same books we had when we were, you know, when I was 8 years old and learning how to play D&D. It's really sad that I don't have that kind of stuff. But whatever.
My library has all the books. I think all the Spokane libraries have all the D&D books. And
that's cool.
They're never there. They're always checked out. Somebody
yeah, for sure.
But they had them all. Because CJ, the guy that plays in the Friday game, he showed up one day with like 4 books, and I'm like, "Oh, you bought those?" He goes, "No, I got them at the library." I go, "What?" He goes, "Yeah, they have them all."
That's awesome.
Yep. That's how you do it.
Yeah. I've not checked our local library here, but I mean, D&D is pretty popular. I wouldn't be surprised if they had 5th edition books. I think I would be surprised if they had older editions. Maybe not like 4th editions, whatever. I'd be really surprised if they had 3rd edition though, or 2nd edition or 1st. That's not going to happen.
Do libraries rotate out books? Do they just after a while?
I mean, how
does libraries work?
I used to go to the library all the time, and what I do know is sometimes when books become like outdated, like encyclopedias, for example, they will rotate those out like the big thing is if, because a lot of libraries either get funding from their local communities or they get donations from people who donate books, et cetera, et cetera. So I think sometimes the collection of a library is really dependent on their local community too.
Got it.
But I do know sometimes they'll allocate funds in, to purchase newer encyclopedias, dictionaries, things like that that will change somewhat frequently. Things like that. But I do
Yeah.
know that sometimes they do cycle out old and outdated things, especially like history books.
Because there's a library at the end of my block, and I haven't been in there for a long time. That's where I vote. That's where I drop off my ballots.
Mhm.
But it is insanely nice in there. Like it's
Mhm.
really. And I the last time what I would do is I would check out biographies, like books that I wanted to read but I didn't want to own a copy of, like Don Rickles' biography, Joan Rivers' biography, every comedian's biography. I would read all these books,
Right.
and I would go down there and check them out, and then the lady would go, "Hey, in a couple of weeks we're gonna have this one. I can just put your name on the list, and you can be the first." And I'm like, "Yes," so I would go in there and get them,
Right. Yeah.
but yeah,
Now there's a library not that far from me, like 1 mile maybe, give or take. I've never been to it. I've driven by it and it looks really nice. I probably should take my kids there someday. It'd be really nice. It's crazy because when I was little, I used to walk to the library, which was like 4 miles away from my house, and go there all the time. Like I spend all my free time at the library.
I should restart it, huh? No, I won't do that. We'll let the technical difficulties be part of it. Wonder why she can't come back in now. Wonder why. I wonder whom ba-doo who wrote the book of love. All right, well, we'll give her another minute. Whom ba-doo whom wrote the book. Here she comes again. Wrote the book of love. Tell me true. I love you. I do not hear you. Doody doody doo. Doody doo. Wait a minute. Wait. Oh, no one. Maybe I can now. Yeah, I can. That was my fault. Yeah. What happened was when it rebooted, it turned off my headset. I don't know why the fuck that happens, but. Okay. Oh, and then now it switched us back to the other. I was on the other side, but now you're back on that side. I don't know why. Whatever the fuck it is. All right. So yeah. So. Yeah, it was really weird because we were talking about the library and my screen went black. And then I thought, oh, I wonder what's going on. And then I saw the telltale signs of, yeah, we saw that. Yeah, I saw the telltale signs of yeah, they saw it. And so my screen went black, and then all of a sudden I saw the telltale signs of your monitor's rebooting. I'm like, oh, my fucking machine just restarted. Like, what the fuck? I don't know. Oh, they can't hear you? Okay, hold on. Yeah, now they can. They can hear you now.
Okay. Yay.
I don't know how to do anything. Is what's wrong. It
That was
basically
so
reset everything.
weird.
It was weird.
Super. You broke, I broke. What the fuck?
What the fuck?
It's because we're the same person.
Right.
And
I am Robin. You are Rob, and we are the same person.
That was like some crazy voodoo shit. So.
And now I'm going to have to splice the videos together and then upload them. And
I'm sorry.
Not your fault.
I know. Technology. Damn technology. I need to fix my hair because I had a client. Okay, so here's the thing. Okay. I built my computer in 2013. Okay, so everyone knows how old my computer is. And the case I put it in is a really nice case. I have the ATX Snowball case. It's really nice. You can look it up. Anyways, so for whatever reason, where the power button is on the case, the wire that connects, you know, to the motherboard to turn it on and off, it doesn't work. So in order to turn my computer on and well, not off because you can turn it off from Windows, but to turn it on every time it gets turned off, I have to open the case and push the button on my motherboard.
Wow.
And it's like a locking case, so there's like this trigger button that I have to push on the case door. I have to push that and pull the door out at the same time with my other hand. So it takes two hands. I have to like climb under my desk to open the case to my computer and push the teeny tiny little button on my motherboard. And I'm very blind, even with glasses. And it's a tiny button and it's underneath the fans. So if I have to have my hand a certain way in order to touch it without my hands getting clipped by the fans when they turn on, because they turn on immediately. Yeah, it's very,
And when will
I
you be
hate
fixing
when my
this?
computer dies. Never until I build a new computer or buy a new case. Honestly, if I just buy a new case with a working power button line, then that would fix all of my problems.
Oh, you can't like solder the one or fix it that way or anything?
We've tried already. My husband tried to fix it, and he's much smarter than I am, and it just doesn't work. Something's wrong with the wire. It probably just needs a new wire, honestly. But yes, this is a sewing machine behind me. I've been sewing lately. It's not a serger. I don't have a serger. I wish I had a
there
serger.
is also a sewing machine.
What? You have a sewing machine?
Yes, it's an old Singer sewing machine that's the top opens and it comes up like that. What? It's probably worth like $1,000. It's probably worth a lot.
Probably.
Of money. And
send it to me.
Send it to you. And the thing, and it's got like the drawers have the thread and the scissors and everything in it.
What? Do you sew, Rob? Are you?
You're so
a sewer?
cute.
Look, okay, I follow this guy on YouTube who sews, and he's like the dudeliest of dudes ever, and he like sews cosplay stuff. You know, I mean, like he has like long, like metal hair, and he's tatted, and he's like super fit, but he sews cosplay costumes.
I'm gonna say it. I'm just gonna come out and say it. He is not the dudeliest dude.
He is the dudeliest dude. Look him up on YouTube. His YouTube channel is Talk Custom. Okay, TOCK Custom. Google that shit, you guys. You guys will agree with me. Anyways, it's kind of like it's the same as like guys who will find YouTubers, girls who like build robots and stuff. You know, it's like in reverse. I think it's really fascinating. He's like this dudely dude who sews. It's really cool.
So the answer's still no. I do not sew.
Oh, okay.
But that sewing machine was used to like hem my pants in grade school and everything else.
Oh, that's adorable.
Isn't it so funny? And that's probably worth
we're talking about it.
Actually, that bureau, which you can see just barely the corner of it right there, that's worth money. That sewing machine's worth money.
Oh yeah, is it oak? The bureau?
Yes.
Solid oak.
It was my dad's mom's. So it's from the 1800s, yeah.
Antique.
And it somehow made its way to me. And then this right next to me is a roll top desk, but I bought that in Korea. It's probably some cheap piece of shit, but it's probably worth a lot of money though.
It's like particle board.
No, it's solid.
Look, I don't care. My whole desk is particle board. I don't even care. All of this that you can see, my desk here is IKEA particle board. I don't give a shit. I'm poor and cheap. That's nice though. That's hecka nice.
That's the bureau. The bureau's there, and then that's the desk that I buy, and it's a roll top. It comes down, but and over here we have the sewing machine. My printer's on top of it, and then my bookshelf.
Rude. That poor sewing machine. No, I have a computerized sewing machine, so it's very modern, very new. It does like 200 stitches, which I don't use all of them, obviously, but I got it just in case.
Yeah, the one I have, you got to like run a pedal and it goes, and it does one stitch.
Yeah.
Right?
This has a pedal too, but I don't use it because I'm a self-taught seamstress or whatever you want to call it, a self-taught sewer. And I much prefer the push button start and reverse, whatever, because I'm super young and
I remember watching
pedal. That's stupid.
She would have to like hook a lever and move it to go backwards or whatever,
Yeah,
and then
yeah. I've seen the mechanical kind with like a crank. I actually saw one at a thrift store near us. It's not a thrift store, they sell like an antique store. So they have one that's like yours where it's built into the table and it's like hand cranked. I was
Yeah.
like, that sounds like so much work. I'll pass on that. And they wanted like $800 for it. So yeah, pass. You could
Messy.
totally sell yours for a lot of money.
Yeah, I don't know how to look at. That's the thing about the bureau and the sewing machine is I don't know how to, like, other than calling that TV show to come out here, I don't know how to price it or find out how much they're worth, and I want to get
Well,
ripped off.
just Google on. So if you look at the sewing machine, somewhere on it, it will have a model number, and you can just Google that model number.
What about the bureau? That's not gonna have a model number on it.
Oh yeah, I don't know about your bureau. Sorry.
Messy said we're backwards, and I've explained to him that he and I are married now.
I am Rob tonight.
That's right. I am Rob tonight. She couldn't be bothered to type TO because that's one more character than the number 2 would have been.
Look, label paper is expensive right now, so
so you saved yourself this much label paper.
Did. Dude, I am the most penny pincher you'll ever meet in your life.
Oh, you know what's really
why
funny
do you
about
think
that?
We have a sewing machine and 3D printers. Do you know how much stuff we can make and upcycle in our house?
Yeah.
Like lots. I don't have to go to the store to buy leash holders. I can 3D print my own.
Right.
I don't have
totally
to.
Agree.
Yeah. Oh, so anyways.
As soon as you're able to do that with a human woman, please let me know.
I'll make you a woman.
You make me one. It's gonna be.
She'll just be plastic.
That's fine. That's fine. As long as she can talk. I don't care if she's plastic. Weird Science. Thank you, Messy Fresh. I was trying to. He saw me struggling for the name of that movie. I couldn't come up with it. This is, of course, any movie that your wife has not seen because she doesn't watch movies. She hates Princess Bride. Now listen, I'm going to tell you something.
I do hate the Princess Bride.
Oh, I forgot. I was so excited about talking so that you couldn't jump in, and then I forgot what I was going to say.
I'm sorry. I know I'm terrible.
But we were talking
Weird
about
Science.
Oh, penny pincher. You're the penny pincher.
Oh, yeah, I'm a penny pincher. Mm-hmm.
So this is what I do, right? I mean, I make okay money with all my things that I do, and I'm not poor like I used to be. Like I was poor for the first 45 years of my life, and now I'm not poor. I'm not rich, but I'm not poor anymore. But I still, when I go to the store, fucking this peanut butter, how many cents per ounce? What is, and I gotta do all my penny pinching when I shop. It's insane. I should just buy what I want.
Right.
Thespinator says Princess Bride is in their top 5.
Gross.
I can buy $1,000 3D printer and spend 28 cents to print my own holder. This is Darth Vader.
Look, okay, wait. I had to defend myself on this one because our 3D printer was only $300. We have 2 of them, and one of them was gifted to us, so no price. So we've spent $600 total in 3D printers. Okay, a roll of filament is $20, and that will make you so much shit. It's not even funny. Like when we calculate a print job, you put in the price of the roll, a kilogram of filament, and it will calculate how much filament is used on this job and is, how much that would cost you in filament, basically. So like these things, this is like 11 cents of filament, basically, that off the roll.
And if you buy it at the store, it's like $10, yeah.
Yeah, if you buy these things at the store, they're like $10, $15, depending on the design or whatever. But not to mention, we've made so many other practical things out of it. Like, okay, we have smart lights in our house that we can control with our Google Homes and tell them to turn on and off, etc. Right? So in order for those to work at all times, the light switch must always be in the on position, right? Because if it's off, then there's no electricity to that circuit.
Yeah.
So our little kid, 2 years old, he loves flipping light switches. Like it's his favorite thing on earth. So we 3D printed little plate covers that will hold the switch in the up on position, and he can't flick it. And yeah, so, there's all kinds of practical things that you can 3D print. We've 3D printed, canisters for holding toothbrushes or pens or whatever. Right, I 3D printed bobbin holder for my sewing machine. I'll show you that really quick because it's right here. So like this holds all my bobbins. So this tray is 3D printed, and it holds all the bobbins for my sewing machine. So on and so forth. There's so many things you can 3D print with a 3D printer. All of our board games, by the way, Rob, you'll probably be impressed with this. Next time I'll have to show you. We 3D print inserts inside the box to hold the cards and hold the meeples and stuff like that. So it's exactly
those.
Like this
They
kind of
cost
thing.
Me like $40.
Right.
Yeah.
Dude, we don't have to spend any money on that other than filament. And we did one time we did 3 board games back to back, like printed the inserts for them. Sometimes Messy will have to design them because we can't somebody else hasn't figured out the dimensions of everything on the internet. So we did this board game that we really like called Fabled Fruit, and we designed the insert for it and put it on Thingiverse, which is a place where you can download 3D printer commands basically.
Yeah.
And anyway, so we did that one, and then we did Scythe, which is a big board game if anybody's ever played that. And then we did Viticulture, which is a small board game but has a lot of parts.
Yeah.
And we did all of those on 1.5 rolls of filament basically. So
nice.
It's pretty impressive the mileage you can get out of 3D printing.
No, but seriously,
okay.
Human woman, I'll pay for the filament. Okay. Let's do it. I'll pay for
okay. it. I'll just build you this giant like Barbie doll basically, and you can figure out how to give her AI or whatever.
oh, come on. You got to do that. I can't. I don't know how to do that shit.
Messy can do it, I'm sure.
Okay, I'll hire Messy to do it. Yeah. They're doing that. They're doing that already. They're building already robots that are women and man-like.
Right, and there's like already really smart, AI out there. Like think of all the, Siri and Google Home and all that kind of stuff. They're so smart.
It's gonna be like 10 more years. I'll be old by the time they get done with this shit for me to buy, but because right now they have them, but they're not good enough. I need it to be. The other thing so my one friend, she thinks I'm crazy that I would even want that, right? She thinks that's just stupid to want like an AI robot. And so what I was gonna try to do to fool her was I was just gonna hire an actress and tell her, okay, gotta play the part that you're an AI robot. And I go, but you can't have any restrictions. If she tests us, you got to be able to roll with the punches, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
You got to be able to do anything I tell you to do, and then I went through this whole scenario in my head about just paying some girl like $1,000 to do it for a weekend or something, and then
go make me a sandwich.
Just to make my friend realize like, hey, this is a thing that's nice for me.
Yeah.
But she was like, well, isn't part of the fun about falling in love that someone does stuff for you willingly and you're not just commanding them to do it? And I'm like, yeah, but where is she? I don't have that. This is
Rob Valkyrie says he'll do it for $500 for you.
You put on a wig and oh my god.
Do a Mrs. Doubtfire sort of.
Yeah, well, I just heard a thing where Robin Williams went into an adult bookstore before the movie. He wanted to test the character, and he went into an adult bookstore and was just harassing the character until finally the guy figured out it was him, and he goes, "Oh, Robin, I know it's you. Get out of here!" And he was just,
oh my god,
oh, show me this one, whatever he was doing in there.
Right, that's adorable.
Mithras seems to be in the know here. Cherry 2000. I'm googling that right now. Cherry 2000, is that a thing? Let's find out.
It's probably one of those sex doll things.
Oh, it's a film. It's a film about, yeah, okay, let's just calm down. Everybody relax. Let's relax.
All right. I wanted to ask you because I thought of it when I was talking about the board games. What is your favorite board game? Since you also play board games,
Dice Forge.
Albeit you play them digitally. Really, Dice Forge? So we have the physical version of Dice Forge.
Yeah,
and I find
expansion.
Not yet. No, we almost bought it when it came out, but money. So whatever. So we have the physical version, and my kids love it, obviously, because it's kind of like Legos. You get to like pop the little dice faces off and then put a new one on. I much prefer it digitally. It's much better because there's no.
I do prefer it digitally, and I play, as you know, I'm on Board Game Arena yelling at everyone to take their turns.
I know.
I play I'm in 150 games right now, and probably 60 of those are Dice Forge.
Oh my god.
I love that game. I can't.
Your favorite board game.
And I'm not particularly good at it. I just love it. I love the whole different strategies and whatever. Yeah, my friend Graham asked me that the other day, thinking I was going to say Terraforming Mars or one of these other awesome games. And I said Dice Forge, and he just turned and walked away. Like, he was so mad. He hates that game.
It's not a terrible game. I definitely wouldn't even put it in my top 10, though.
But, like the one I have the most fun, this is going to just blow people's minds. The one I have the most fun lately playing online on Board Game Arena is Connect 4.
Oh, really?
Yeah, the game you play when you're like 4 years old.
Yeah, I'm so good at Connect 4.
Because people, it's like, really? You don't see that? I'm only challenged.
Game.
Yeah, I'm only challenged by people whose rating is like 200 or higher.
Oh, wow.
Because I guess because that game has certain elements in it like chess. Like, you got to think a few moves ahead to figure out how you're going to block somebody or get it. But anyway, yeah, I just love games. I love all kinds of games. I want to play games.
Man, you should, one of these days, if you ever, come to Chicagoland, you should come to our house, because we have like 100 board games here in our house. Yeah, we have a lot. I like Connect Board a lot.
I've got a lot of board games. I'm going to do a special thing right now. Just a minute. I'm going to just do a little thing. Everyone to calm down. Okay, hold on. Just hold on. I'm still here. I'm just going out here to take a picture that I can show you.
Messy, the game was called Hive, and it was really fun. I like that game. I need to buy a copy of it.
Hopefully this will work.
I am not seeing anything.
No, I'm coming back. Like that. All right, now let me see if I can get this to
I have to disconnect because I can't see anything.
Oh. Can everybody see that? That is... That's my living room. That's where the gaming table... That's about half my game. So how many is that? 50? 60?
Yeah.
And then the other, I got more down there. So I got maybe 100 games. But yeah.
We have 100, and I don't count our small box games. So in reality, we probably have like 130.
Yeah, you guys probably have more than I do then. But, there's 2 of you and even 5 of you, and there's only 1. And that's my thing. I go on Kickstarter and I troll for games that have 1 or more players, and I buy no matter what it is. I just buy it.
This was ours when it was in the basement. So you can't even see all of it. There's another shelf with all the small box games.
And that's what I need to do. First of all, I'm struggling. Am I going to do something with this house? Am I going to build another house? And mainly the whole reason for that discussion is I need a place for my games. They're just sitting in the living room against the wall under the TV.
We bought box throne shelves. There was like a Kickstarter for them. I highly recommend them. For some people, they don't like them, but whatever. Basically, it's like a frame with metal adjustable rack style shelving, and it's so that you can keep the board games flat instead of on their sides.
Yes. I like it.
And yeah. That's what we got, and it's modular, so when you buy like one kit, basically, if you grow your collection after that, you can just buy another piece for the top or another piece for the sides, or whatever. But they all interconnect. It's very modular. You can buy half stacks or full size, so like they have different sizes, basically is what I'm getting at, but they all connect together. And
yep,
I really
I'm on their website right now. 80 Box Legend plus 80 shelves, $500, $600 bucks. And if
Yeah,
you're,
and I thought
yeah,
they weren't too expensive. I know, like, some people will look at that and be like, "Oh, just for board games," but they're really fucking good shelves.
yeah, and
So
I
to
mean,
me,
you,
the
you
price
figure
is
you're
worth
gonna
it.
keep these games or most of them for your whole life, so
Mhm.
you might as well.
I
Yep.
will say, Rob, I do not recommend the long shelves. You see how, like, you can get the regular width shelves or the long shelves to
Yeah.
connect the towers? Don't buy the long shelves,
Okay.
especially because they're meant for big boxes, but putting big boxes on those, I have found is not that sturdy. So don't buy
Okay.
the don't buy the
Gotcha.
long
Thank
ones.
you for that tip.
Just get regular size, and if you have big boxes, you can space them out more or whatever. Like, we can fit Gloomhaven on the tower. So we have Gloomhaven on that
Yeah.
actual tower on the regular size. So they work. It works. I
Are you
love them.
guys gonna get the new Gloomhaven mini box or whatever that is? It just came.
Probably someday.
Yeah, because like I have Gloomhaven and I also have the expansion and I also have the
Mhm,
Frosthaven Kickstarter. And I
mhm,
mean, I've played Gloomhaven maybe 20 times, but I
mhm.
I see like having that, having the expansion and then also having Frosthaven, I see that literally taking like the rest of my life to play that, to play them all, to play
Yeah.
all that stuff. And I don't want
Yeah.
them to make
And
any more. I want them to stop because
right.
I have to buy it
No.
and it'll just never get opened
Mhm.
and I'm upset.
And that's kind of I'm of a similar opinion. I love Gloomhaven. In fact, it's like up there in my like top 3 games of all time. I love, 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 love Gloomhaven. I was so addicted to it when it first came out.
Yeah,
We played it quite a lot. We never finished the campaign yet,
right.
but we got pretty far. And my problem with it is that it takes, an hour to
Or
set up and
longer.
play.
Yeah, it's
Mhm.
crazy. What
Yeah.
about have you
And
played the digital on Steam, the Gloomhaven on
I have
Steam?
not. I heard that it's
Yeah,
single player only, and I would rather only play it if I could play it with Messi, because that's just what we do. We play
it's
board games
coming.
together.
Yeah, it's still an early release actually.
Right, yeah.
But what the only thing and it's pretty cool. It's really faithful to the whole thing and it's pretty awesome.
Mhm.
But the only thing I don't like about it is right now the only mode they have is the single player, and if you die, you go back to the beginning. I'm like, what the fuck?
Oh,
Like,
that's dumb. But does it
yeah,
have,
so
like, all the campaign missions and stuff like that?
um no, but they because it's early release, so they have like example ones.
Oh, that's dumb.
But yeah, it's because it's really not even out yet. It's just early release, right? But
Right, yeah.
and
So, yeah,
it's like
I'll wait
Unity.
for it.
You can use
Mhm,
it, but
yeah. I know, I haven't even bought Unity yet because I'm the kind of person I don't like buying that much into early access games because bugs and unfinished things really drive me crazy. So I would rather wait for it to be done and then I'll buy
oh,
it when
you
it's
would have
done.
hated the job I had at Activision for like a month. I worked there. Maybe it was only 3 weeks. I was a beta tester, and I thought this is going to be the fucking best job ever. And you got to show up at like 6 a.m. and work 12 hours. It was insane. And in like this basement in Los Angeles. And the game I worked on was movie, movie, um, movie mogul, or it was a basically a build a movie lot and
Mhm.
hire actors and get the funding and make the movies and all that stuff. And it was a cool game, but my job was to play it until it broke and then send in a ticket
Oh my
to
god.
and then wait and then and then try to play it again and then like 4 hours later you'd get an email saying, okay, we fixed that one thing. Meanwhile, I'm in another game trying to break it again. And yeah, it was just a crazy, and it was like, I don't know if it was minimum wage or it was, but I felt really stupid. And after about 3 weeks, I'm like, yeah, I'm out of here.
Yeah, I don't like games like that. I can't think of very many games I've ever played while they were still early access. I
But if
played
you hate that, you
Hearthstone.
would hate beta testing because it's just all broke
Yeah,
shit.
no.
Yeah.
Right. It's not my cup of tea. I did play Hearthstone during the Friends and Family Alpha. I don't know if you know what that game is or not, but
Yeah,
Cheerbits.
I
Cheerbits in
played
the stream.
Hearthstone a
Thanks
little
for the
bit on my
cheerbits.
iPad for I played a few times.
oh, okay.
Cheerbits,
Yeah.
Clancy, cheerbits. Thank you, sir.
And I still play that game all the time. And I've played it since the Friends and Family Alpha because back then was when I was doing esports coverage for StarCraft 2, so I got in like on the press sort of press
Yeah.
release thing. Um and that was cool because that was a long time ago, but I just thought it was really cool. I was like, yes, hashtag made it. Blizzard knows who I am. No,
Right?
it was really cool.
Fucking Blizzard.
And
I went
then,
to their offices one time when I lived in
yeah,
LA.
I've been there once, and I got to go to BlizzCon for free once, which was really cool. I had a press pass at BlizzCon, in 2013, I think it was. Yeah, 2013 or 14. I don't remember. Messy will remember. I don't remember.
I don't remember.
I still have my passes. They're downstairs. We made like this sort of shrine of all of our board game and video game posters and stuff like that that we've collected over the years. And I have my BlizzCon passes there and all the tournament passes that I've been to a lot of gaming tournaments in my life because I used to do esports coverage. So I have like Smite tournament passes and that kind of stuff. My little shrine of back when I was an e-girl. No, I'm kidding. I was an e-girl, but I was a gamer.
I was an e-girl. I was an e-girl. Yeah, back in the 90s.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yep. So, anyways, you never asked me what my favorite board game is, but I'll tell you anyways. My favorite board game.
I just haven't got to it yet. What's your favorite board game, Robin?
My favorite board game is Heroes of Land, Air, and Sea. I fucking love that game. It's amazing.
That sounds like a game I would like because I'm super into naval battles and submarines and any kind of war shit like that.
Not that.
But
so
like Squad Leader and CB. I have a game called CB. It's from 1979. It was also came out as Flat Top. But oh man, I love shit like that. So it's called what? It's called
Heroes of Land, Air, and Sea, and it's kind of Risk-esque. In that you can, you have an army of different units that you can move around the board, and et cetera, but it's with a fantasy bend. So you play as a faction, and the factions are like orc or elf or goblin, et cetera. We have all of the expansions for it, so there are like 20 different factions that we have. And yeah, it's a little war game. You can build like little towers and get in battles. You can build a ship or an airship to traverse the map in different ways. And yeah, maybe essentially at its core, it's a war game, but you can win other ways. It's almost like Civ, actually, now that I think about it. There's like a victory for just building everything in the game. You can win that way. So I'm sure you're familiar with Civilization, right?
Yeah, I play Civ.
There's different ways to win. Okay. Yeah. So it's like that.
7.7 on Board Game Geek.
It's my favorite game ever. I love it.
Is there a digital version of it?
I am not sure because we are board game purists and we play real board games, not digital ones.
Like a little jab, everybody. That sounded like a little elitist thing that just happened there, everybody.
I play some board games on my phone, so like Carcassonne, I play on my phone. Onirim, I play on my phone, and we used to play what's the train game called? I can't think of what it's called.
Ticket to Ride.
Ticket to Ride. Yes, we used to play that on the PlayStation. So,
yeah. Carcassonne is on Board Game Arena, and they just upgraded the graphics to like the full game graphics. They don't look.
Nice.
Yeah, and I play that on my iPad too. I'm obsessed with Carcassonne, but I'm just not good at it. I can't. Yeah. I can't do the balance between should I put shit in a field and try to get all these, or should I try to just build cities, and what about the roads? They're gonna take the road. I can't. What is $99 Amazon Pass, Thespinator? What's that for?
I think Thespinator's saying something is $99 on Amazon. They'll pass on.
Pass.
Pass. Yeah.
Which one?
What's $99 on Amazon? Maybe Heroes of Land, Air, and Sea.
Maybe. Yeah. Let me look.
It is a very expensive game.
Based on the pictures of here it is, $99 on Amazon. Based on the pictures of what comes in the game, $99 doesn't seem like that much. Because like Terraforming. Yeah, Gloomhaven's like 130 for
Yeah.
like 2,000
So
pieces.
I think it's so expensive because the minifigures are plastic, and most games with plastic minifigures are going to be more expensive than games with just cardboard chits or cards or you know what I'm saying, paper only.
Yeah.
I've noticed, like when we bought Zombicide, which is made by a company that makes very high quality miniatures. Also, I can't think of the name of it off the top of my head right now, but they make a lot of games with miniatures. Maybe Cool Mini or not. Maybe they make a Zombicide. I don't know. Anyways, that game I thought was very expensive for what you get in it, but that's just my opinion. I think Heroes of Land, Air, and Sea is a good game, and maybe $100 is not worth it, but if it's on sale, it's still
Yeah.
a good game. So I still recommend it.
Darth Vex typed in the chat, Rob Tui, Heroes of Land, Sea, and Air is on Tabletop Simulator. Now let me tell you how my brain reads that sentence. Heroes of Land, Sea, and Air does not exist in digital format. That's how I read that. Tabletop Simulator is a fucking piece of garbage. If you want to do certain stuff for it, it's fine. But go try to play any game on that and not spend 4 hours going, now how do I move again? What do I fuck.
Right. Well, it depends though. Some games are scripted, and if it's a scripted game, then it's really good.
Yeah, if somebody's bothered to write all the shit for it, then yeah.
Right. But I've noticed if it's an unscripted, here's just all the pieces, do everything yourself sort of game, I don't like those that much.
And I've had more experiences with things that aren't scripted, which has just been frustrating.
Yeah. We tried playing oh man, I wish I could remember the name of the game. Wingspan on Tabletop Simulator once, but it wasn't unscripted and it was very miserable. We have the board game Wingspan, which for a while was very hard to get. We got very lucky.
My friend has the last time I was in my friend's house before the Cron, it was like February, and he had the expansion. And I go, oh, let's play this Wingspan. I heard it's really good. He goes, that's not Wingspan, that's the expansion. I go, well, so you have the expansion but not the regular game? And he goes, that's right.
Wait, there's an expansion?
I think so, yeah.
I didn't know that.
Because we couldn't play it because he didn't have the base game.
Oh.
And so, yeah.
It's really pretty. It's good. I like it. It's very simple-ish. It's very pretty. If you like birds.
I hate birds. But I'll still play the game.
I'm named after a bird, so I had to automatically like it. But
are you? Do you spell the bird with a Y?
No,
I don't think that's true. Right?
No, but you get what I'm saying.
Do I? Do I get it?
I don't know. We have it though. It's a nice game to look at. It's very pretty. Oh yeah, Messi was saying we bought Food Chain Magnate, which it was and is $140 game. Actually, it's more expensive now because it's out of print. As far as I know, they are not going to print it ever again. So I assume that 10 years from now, the value of our Food Chain Magnate, which has only been played once, will go up and up and up, and maybe someday we'll sell it. I can't say that though because I'm pretty sure Messi really likes that game. It just takes an hour to set up, like most board games do.
Here's a Food Chain Magnate, the ketchup. Oh, is that an expansion?
Yeah, it's an expansion. That one's really hard to get. Did you find someone selling
$105.
it?
Yeah, I just Googled it.
Oh my god.
Food Chain
for an expansion? It's like a boutique game, made by a very indie company. It's very, very pricey, but really good quality components.
Food Chain Magnate 3D printed insert. Oh, not by Robin, it says here.
No,
$50.
Ooh, we should print that. Oh, they're selling it. Oh, we'll just print our own. See why our 3D printers are so cost effective?
You got to go to Etsy and start getting shit done.
Oh, maybe I could sell stuff. I wanted to show you the thing I was sewing right now, but it's too far away. But I got this really cool fabric that looks like mermaid scales, kind of. And I'm making an apron out of it. And then even my mom was like, oh, you should sell your stuff online, because I've been making the that was an imitation of my mother. It was pretty good. I've been making these little dog bandanas for their collar. I've shown you these before, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. My mom's like, you should sell your stuff online.
In my act, I used to do a voice that I said was my mom. And then it was
let's hear
always
it.
well, so what I would do is my mom says, you can't do that, son. You just can't do that. And she sounds nothing like that. But then I would say, I don't know why my mom is a gay man. And then I got a huge laugh every time. No.
Aw.
My mom's voice was I always found it fascinating when comedians would do impressions of their parents, because I always would do like caricatures, because I don't think I could imitate either my mother or my father. They didn't have imitatable voices. They just had like regular voices. Nothing that was too cartoony or anything like that. So I just
Right.
made shit up. But
I don't know. Everybody says my mom sounds exactly like me. So I guess I wouldn't have to do any imitating. I guess she sounds just like me, but older. Because everybody tells me that I sound like I'm 12 sometimes. So like, whatever. And
that's really funny.
like when
Everybody tells me I sound 12, so like whatever. That's funny.
No. So when I listen to my mom talk, because sometimes I've like consciously like listened to the way that she talks because I'm weird, and I don't hear like the similarities in our voice at all. But I've been told so many times in my life that I sound just like my mom.
Right, but
I'm
what
like,
you hear in your head is not what other people hear with their ears. It's different.
I guess
Because when I
I've
talk,
listened to my voice though in
when I
recordings.
yeah, but when I speak, my own voice doesn't bother me. But when I hear my voice back on video or recording, I fucking freak
Yeah, I
out.
don't
I
like it.
can't take it. I can't stand it.
Yeah,
I'm like, how does
I
anybody
don't
even
like it.
talk to me? We will judge.
Get her on the show. Oh yeah, I'll
Get
have
her
my
on the
mom
show.
call into
Yeah,
the show one of these days, or I'll just call her on the phone and
yeah.
like put it on speaker and have like a regular conversation with her.
Oh, I can do that right
Uh,
now with my mom. Oh wait, she's dead. Okay, well never mind.
oh,
We don't
I'm
want to do
sorry.
that.
Yeah, and then I was gonna to imitate my dad. All I have to do is sound like a incoherent drunk person.
You know,
And
you kids,
that's
I love you
that.
kids. You know I love you kids, right? Right?
Yeah.
That's not my dad. My dad wasn't really a
No,
drinker.
that was my dad.
Yeah, that was your dad.
My favorite thing is I'm the only girl. I have 3 brothers, and my dad would be looking me dead in the eyes, and he would say, "Carl, Donnie, Joey, Robin," and
Yeah.
I'd be like, "You get there. You got there. Good job, Dad."
And you're not even
He used to
last
drive
born, are
me
you?
crazy.
You're not the youngest either.
I am the
Oh, you
youngest
are.
and
Okay.
but I'm the only girl. How do
Yeah.
you go through all your sons' names just to like that makes no sense.
So my mom would do this thing. My mom would do this thing where she would go to call my dad, whose name was Al. But how she
Ow.
would do it was she would start with my name and then change it.
Ow.
So there was this unknown person lived in my house called Al, because she would stop in the middle and switch to her, and then I would just like wink at my dad, like, you know who's first. You know. But
Oh my
yeah,
god, your dad's name is the same as the name of the character from Married with Children. Anytime I hear the name Al, I think of Al Bundy from Married with Children.
that's funny.
Mhm.
Anytime I hear the name Al, I think of my dad.
But I mean, if your mom was hollering Al, now I'm picturing your mom as Peggy. Was that her name? The character?
Peg,
I don't
yeah,
know. Yeah,
yeah.
Peg.
Oh, and what is that actress's name? Damn it.
I don't know, but she was in a movie recently or a TV show, and I was like, "Holy crap, she's old and
Yeah, she was
different."
in season 10 of Shameless. She's been on the Conners lately.
What is her name?
Damn
Starts with a
it,
K.
Kate,
Katie Seagal.
Katie Seagal. Yeah, Steven
I
Seagal.
did it!
Yeah, you did it. You totally did it. Katie
I don't
Seagal.
even know famous people that much. I was like,
I never watched Sons of Anarchy, Scuba. I somehow didn't get into my list of what I need to watch, which is huge, by the way. I still have many more shows I gotta. I did finish Shameless though. I binged 10 seasons of Shameless. I'm super excited about the last season, which I think starts in November. I tried to watch the UK version. I lasted 5 minutes and wanted to kill myself. I gotta turn that
Oh.
off. Oh god, I wanted to commit suicide.
I've never
Suicide's
seen
not
it.
something people should really joke about. I'm not joking. I want to kill
Mm-mm.
myself because it was so bad.
I've never seen it.
Shameless, the American version, is probably my favorite TV show of all time. I mean, again, I just recently watched all 122 episodes or whatever. But at the whole time I'm watching it, I'm thinking, if I ever
Never seen
created a show or wrote a show, this would have been that show. Like it's got my name all over it. It just
I've never
crosses
seen
every
it.
line. My favorite line from the entire series, a little bit of a spoiler alert, everybody.
It's
One of their
fine.
neighbors is having trouble with the lesbian couple next door, and he says to the other character, "I'm gonna rape fuck the gay out of those lesbians."
Oh my god, that's
And I'm like,
terrible.
first of all, who writes that? What actor is able to repeat that? I mean, that just fucking was so awesome. I just loved it. Yep.
Everybody says I should watch Shameless. So here's the thing. My husband has already watched it. So typically what happens, I don't watch a lot of TV. Well, okay. That came out wrong. I watch a lot of TV, but only during certain hours of the day because during the day my kids watch.
Right.
They're utilizing the TV. Not all day, but you get what I'm saying. So I just don't get much opportunity to watch TV until nighttime. So whatever I watch also has to be watchable with my husband.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
I
you
don't
can
know
watch
if he would
Shameless with
want.
the kids. It's not a problem.
Oh no, that's not what I mean. I know, and we do watch like adult TV after the kids are in bed, et cetera, et cetera. But I don't know if like he would want to rewatch it. He's already seen the whole thing
Yeah.
because he watches TV while he's at work. There's a TV in here. Do you see it on the wall?
Uh-huh.
And that's his computer. So he sits at his computer and puts on TV while he's working.
Yeah.
And so he gets to watch a lot more shows than I do. I think
Yeah.
I've seen bits and pieces of Shameless, just not all
The
of
thing
it.
about Shameless for me is that, it came on in, I think, 09 or 2010. And ever since that time, people have been saying to me, "You got to watch Shameless." And for 10 years went by and people bugged me about it. I never did it. And then around about the time that I got my liver transplant, more people came and said, "You got to watch Shameless because the character gets a liver transplant in the show." And so,
Oh, wow.
because I had a liver transplant, that meant I had to watch this show about the guy that gets a liver transplant, which it's really not
Of
even
course.
about that. Like the show is not even about. It's just a thing that happens.
Mhm.
And so people bugging me, and then I start watching it like a couple months ago or whenever it was, and I get through the first 2 or 3 episodes, and I'm like, "Oh my god, this is the fucking best show anybody's ever made!" Like I was so excited, and when I got done, I was so pissed off because I wanted more. I still want more. Now there's going to be 10 more episodes this year, but I just really liked it. People, I don't think there's anybody. Well, I shouldn't say this after knowing you, but I don't think there was anybody that wouldn't like that show. I think it would. I think everybody liked. Now you might watch it and go, "Oh God, I can't. What are people seeing this?"
Oh, no,
But
I mean, okay, so like I may not have seen a lot of movies and there's not that many movies that I feel like, "Oh, I love that movie." But I watch, TV, I consume TV shows much, much more than I watch TV. I've seen a lot of TV shows. And so like I'm pretty open-minded when it comes to TV shows. I've seen I've seen The Sopranos. I've seen, I watch Merlin, I watch Hercules, I'll watch corny shows, I'll watch good shows. And I'm very eclectic like when it comes to my taste in TV shows cuz I'll watch cartoons, Rick and
yeah,
Morty, South Park, et cetera, et cetera. Um so yeah, I mean, I'll watch it someday. I just don't know when that will be because right now, as it stands, well, my husband will watch whatever he wants during the day, and then at night we usually like we'll have a show that we watch that's like our show. We're watching this show right now.
yeah,
We actually just finished a TV show that only had one season. And it was pretty good. I really liked it. It was called Cursed, and it was kind of about like King Arthur, but they changed a lot about the King Arthur story. It was really good. Anyways, if you like fantasy shows, you might like it. It's pretty good. So yeah, we need a new show now, I guess is what I'm getting at. I don't know what we're gonna watch. He watches his shows, and his shows are like Pawn Stars and
Well, my
Storage
friend told me-
Wars
My
and stuff
friend
like
told me I
that.
gotta watch Upload, which is new on Amazon Prime.
Oh, I
It's
haven't
supposed to
seen
be
that
good.
one.
And I'm supposed to watch The Expanse, which I think is over, but was like 4 or 5 seasons. And what else did he tell me to watch? And I'm trying to get him on Shameless. But you need 120 hours to watch Shameless. So
Well, yeah, I mean, I don't mind that. We watch a lot of shows that have like lots and lots of seasons. In fact, we watched How I Met Your Mother twice, all the way through, start to finish, and that show has a lot of seasons.
yeah,
I'm
it's
trying to think
funny.
of
I
other
can watch.
long-running shows.
When I watch a show, I usually watch all of them. Like I can't stand to miss an episode of a show that I'm watching. So I was one of these people who didn't see. I never saw when it was on. People are gonna just think I'm nuts. Well, while it was being produced, I never saw any episodes of X-Files. And then
I've seen
I
X-Files.
watched the whole thing when it was like it was on like TNT in order, and I recorded it and I watched all of them. And I'm like, how the fuck was people not telling me to watch this? And they're like, Rob, we were telling you to watch it. You just didn't do it.
Right.
And then, because my first exposure to X-Files was in like 2004 or whenever it was, the movie that came, the first movie that came out. That's the first thing I saw, because my friends were like, you don't need to know, you don't need to have seen the TV show, just come with us to the movie. And so I missed there's a couple things I didn't know what the hell was going on that they referenced from the TV show, and I was
There
like,
was a movie? Didn't even know.
So there's two, maybe three movies actually, and there's also a season or two seasons of it recently, like within the last 4 years or so. They rebought it back, but we're pretty much sure it's done now, we think. But yeah, X-Files. David Duchovny's a sex addict, so he's my hero.
I don't even know who that is.
David Duchovny, he graduated from Harvard or Yale or one of those guys.
Oh, okay.
He's one of the two main characters in X-Files. He was also in a show called Californication, which I didn't see.
I've seen that like pop up on my, hey, check this out. I've never watched it though. I think it has a dumb name. So, and I'm very much a judge a show by its name kind of person. So I was like, Californication. They named it after a Red Hot Chili Pepper song. That's dumb.
I'm not so sure that's where they got the name, but
the Red Hot Chili Pepper song, Californication. You listen to music, don't you?
No, I know, but I'm not sure that's the reason they named that
right,
show.
But I'm saying that, like, when I think of that word, the first thing that I think of is Red Hot Chili Pepper song, Californication.
Gotcha.
So I don't know. I just think the show name is dumb. That's all. I can feel you judging me. I don't judge you, Rob.
You do judge me. No, I'm not judging you. I'm not judging you. I'm trying to think, like, when somebody says Californication, what do I think of? I think of, if they say Californication, I think of the show. But if they say Californication, or however they do it in the song, then I think of the song, right? But if somebody's
That's beautiful.
Just
That's
saying
beautiful.
Beautiful. Fred, Anthony Kiedis and Flea and all those guys, I don't know them personally.
The name is because he's Californian and he's
maybe one day we'll do on the show. You can ask me about all the famous people I do know. I never really talk about that.
Yeah, we'll have to do that next time because it's already getting late.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
I'm not saying we're ending now, but it'll have to be next time.
If you weren't here last week, everybody, we did. I think we did. It was our record. We did 2.5 hours, but I looked, and we previously had done 2 hours and 17 minutes. But we did 2:30 last week. But we're probably gonna wind it down now.
Here comes my doggy. Bolo, come here. I'm gonna show it to you again.
Bolo. There he is. There he is, everybody. Bolo. Give us your words of wisdom, Bolo. I wonder what he'll tell us.
He's like, no, please put me down. I don't like to be held like this.
Dogs.
He is so big now. He weighs more than my 2-year-old. So
he looks bigger than when you like even like 2 weeks ago. Yeah, 1 week ago.
Well, So the shelter was feeding him hot garbage for food. And I'm very snooty about like what I feed my animals because I want them to have, a good diet. And they were feeding him like just, regular grocery store sort of
Yeah.
dog food, which is terrible for dogs, by the way. So we switched his dog food, of course. And now his coat is much shinier and he's, bulking up more. And I don't know, he needed better food, but
Damn, I never
he's
thought of
putting
that.
on the
Maybe I
weight.
should eat some of this good dog food, make my coat shinier and bulk up a little bit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
No, but I'm
Damn.
saying,
Going
there's
about it all wrong, eating pizza.
and no judgment, on people if that's what you can afford, but it's not that much more expensive to feed pets good food that's actually good for them. And if anybody has questions about that, feel free to PM me because I will talk your ear off about it. There's a lot of better choices out there for dog food than what you can get at the grocery store. That's all.
Yeah, everybody. Don't forget it.
Looking at dog treat ingredients, I have to say it's 17.
What show
Oh
was I watching the other day where the character opened a can of dog food or cat food and gave some to the dog and then had a spoon and was like, oh, and then was eating it. And then, but it was like a dementia patient. And then the person said, don't eat that. That's for dogs. And then she was like, and then kept eating it. Yeah.
I still wouldn't want to eat it, even though I'm pretty sure what we buy our dog is human grade edible food. Fucking Google Home. I don't know if you can hear it through through my mic, but
I can hear it. Frank may have eaten dog food, but the character I'm thinking about was an old woman, so it wasn't that. Charlie's is good and has real shredded chicken with peas and carrots, says the guy who ate 3 of them today. Inside a chicken pot pie.
I still wouldn't eat it though. I wouldn't. Every time I open the dog food, I'm like, oh, it smells like what we buy him smells fairly good because it's got a very meaty smell. It's made with real meat. I just wouldn't want to eat it. It's like dehydrated kibble. It's just, and we get wet food, and the wet food smells more appealing because it just smells like meat to me. But I'd like definitely if you're talking about like a can of Purina or something, which is hot garbage and really processed, I wouldn't eat it. Not in a million years.
Oh, I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna go get this thing. So I'm gonna show you this. Well, I'll show everybody actually, but in the other room here. I'll buy my games.
I'll buy your games.
What I'm gonna show you is the mail-in ballot I got for Washington State. They want me to choose. I mean, there's several things on the ballot, but I think the main thing is the gubernatorial candidates. So
gubernatorial, what a fun word. I love that word.
So, state of Washington, partisan office, governor is this long between my hands. There's like 30 people. And
oh my God.
Who the fuck are these? Oh, I know them. Yeah, I don't know any of these names.
Crazy.
And then the space on the bottom to write Rob Toohey. How you doing?
Are you gonna write yourself in?
I have before.
I fucking dare you.
I have before on stuff. Stuff that I just like. I'll look at it like state auditor, state treasurer, attorney general. I mean, there's all kinds of shit on here. Insurance commissioner, state senator, so the senators and the reps and the governor, I know those people, but superintendent, who the fuck? How am I supposed to know that? There's no way I can educate myself on that unless I, was to go read, which isn't gonna happen. So
I was gonna say, what are you talking about?
Go
look it up.
Rob Toohey, and then what if I get a call? You know what I'm saying? Like,
and
nobody voted for anyone except you. Yeah, so right. I don't know.
Aww.
But sometimes what I'll do is, if I'm not educated, I'll leave that one blank, and I'll just vote for the ones, the other ones. But when the president one comes around, oh yes, I'm going to fill that one out. Yeah,
I at risk of people hating me, I don't like either of our prospects for the next presidential election, and I'm very sad that those are our options.
So you have to vote for the ones that's not as bad. Right?
Sure. I mean, I'll
It's your
just vote
civic duty.
for the independent party that will never win. So, uh-huh.
Yeah, they
Okay, yeah,
say
we won't
so.
talk too much politics, but
There's science behind voting for an independent candidate, though, and the science is you may be able to argue which candidate it is that falls into the result, but voting for an independent candidate means you're giving a vote to somebody.
yeah. I mean,
So
I'll
yeah.
always vote. I will never not vote. I was just saying, usually I vote Democratic, typically. I just don't like Biden. I don't want him to be our president.
So 4 more years of Trump.
No, I don't want that either.
Well, you got to decide. You have to be able to sleep at night with your decision.
Uh-huh. So,
Vote
I'm
Kanye,
gonna write
that fucking
myself.
bipolar motherfucker. Oh god, he's the worst choice. He
I'm
took
gonna
himself
write
out anyway.
myself in on the. Can you do that? Can you do write in for President
Yes, you can.
Allen?
But
I
if
don't
you
recall.
write in, so basically, yeah. So it depends on what your take is on who's going to get the most votes. But if you vote for somebody who's independent or write in Mickey Mouse, you're basically giving your vote to whoever is favored to win.
Well, what if? Hear me out. What if I do something to get super internet famous, and whatever I do to get internet famous, we do hashtag Robin Nix president
Then
2020
then I vote for you as well. I use my vote
Yeah,
for
yeah.
you, and
And
then
we'll get the
vice
whole
president.
internet on board. And we'll just make me the president of the United States.
Okay, and I'll be vice president. Is that cool? Because I need to hold a position of power. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I'll be the first woman president of the United
Yes.
States of America, so that I've got that going for me.
Do you want to ask
'cause
me
it's
about
worked
my
so
policies?
great
I
in the past.
can answer any question for you right now.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, we'll do for 10 more minutes.
Healthcare. How do you feel about healthcare? That's a big one.
Everyone should have healthcare.
Agreed. How are you going to pay for everyone should have healthcare?
I'm going to discuss that with economists rather than come up with the answer myself, because I don't know.
That's a huge deflect, but okay.
No, but I mean, okay, I'll say this: if we have to, we raise taxes.
That sucks, and people don't like that.
They don't like it. But if you didn't pay taxes for any programs at all, like if there was no tax, we wouldn't even have America.
Agreed.
You got to pay. So a couple bucks. Everybody throws in an extra $5. Okay.
Caesar wants to know: assisted suicide, yes or no?
Yes, absolutely, 100%. You see how I don't hesitate? I know the fucking answers that I believe in.
Oh, do you?
Yes.
I was trying to think of other questions, but now I can't. Oh, our military spending, do you think is good, or should be more, or should be less?
Our military should be strong, but the spending should be less.
Yes, I agree. Oh, see, you'd be pretty good. All right. Just based on that,
okay,
you'll be my
you're satisfied
president.
with that. I don't need to talk to you about how I believe in abortion or a woman's right to choose or equal
No,
pay.
that's fine, because I'm pretty sure we stand on the same. I mean, you know me, I know you. Like all of that stuff, I'm pretty sure we agree on, right?
Yeah.
Gay marriage is good. We should keep that.
Hey, if homosexual persons want to fuck up their life just like heterosexuals, I'm all for it. Just go ahead and let them do it.
Here. Women should be allowed to have abortions if they want to.
Yes.
And we believe in all
right,
the same things.
it's settled, everybody. Just write in Robin Nix for president, Rob Toohey for vice president. I'm down with it.
Yeah, let's get this.
Messy Fresh and Robin will live in the White House. I'll be living on the naval base in Virginia. I don't know where I live. Where does the vice president live?
What would they call the husband of the president of the United States? The first man? Is that what they would be called? First man?
He would be the
that's
first
a cool
man.
title.
Right?
He would be the first man.
We all thought
that's
Bill
a really
Clinton
cool
was gonna
title.
be that guy, but yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll be the unmarried vice president of the United States, hitting that tang nightly. Different woman every day.
As long as you keep it all private and to yourself.
I
That's
find
great.
the one. which would of course be your sister if you had one.
I don't have
I
one.
know.
No, for you it'd be like some justice of the peace or something. So like
Wait,
cool.
I'm gonna marry a judge? What's
lady.
going on?
Yeah, like some really cool badass lady.
Right?
If
A
you're working
lawyer?
in the White
Absolutely.
House.
I fancy
Yeah.
myself having a girlfriend who is either a lawyer, a doctor, a nurse, a firewoman, a police woman, someone in the service industries,
Mhm. Yeah, a lady in a uniform.
but not, or a military lady, but not a criminal defense lawyer. No. Mm-mm.
Oh, yeah, I don't like
Kamala
them very
Harris. Oh wait, she's already
much.
married, and she might be our next vice president. First gentleman is what
Oh, is that
Caesar
what it's
says.
called?
Yeah, I don't think.
I mean, I
first
guess we don't
man.
know because it's never happened before, right?
Right. Yeah, because the coexisting term for lady is gentleman, right?
Oh,
Ladies and gentlemen.
ladies and gentlemen. Yeah. First gentleman. I like that even better. I'm gonna buy Messi like a top hat or something and a monocle.
But don't make him look like Roger Stone because you don't want that.
Okay.
Make him look. Oh, does the Monopoly Man have a monocle? Yes or no?
No.
He does not, because that's the Mandela effect. Everybody thinks he has a monocle. He does not. Go look it up.
I don't think he does.
He's
First lady.
He's the Fagotus, the first gentleman of the United States. The Fagotus.
All right, so we need to. How can I get internet famous without
Taking your shirt off? Yeah. Let's have some ideas, guys. We need to get internet famous within the next couple weeks, actually.
Well, no, I'm just gonna be a write-in. I just want to be on the write-in. I want people to write me in. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to get internet famous.
I think we make our pitch. We have somebody clip it right now on Twitch and just make it go viral. And the pitch will be something like, you'll say something that you believe in and you want to be president. I'll say something that I want to believe in as vice president. Say we're on the ticket together, and then we'll both just look at the camera and simultaneously go, "Vote for us, bitches," and then that'll go famous. And
sure.
Get it.
Messi said instead of taking my shirt off, I should take my pants off.
Well,
that's my husband, ladies and gentlemen.
That's right, but that's but that's the final move. You got to start with you got to start up top, you know.
I mean, without removing any ounce of clothing, I have to get internet famous.
What did somebody say? Oh, I forget where I read this, but some woman was complaining. She's like, before I show anybody my flaps, I'm gonna whatever. And I thought, I don't think I've ever heard flaps before. That was great.
I like it. I'm gonna use that. My flaps.
Your flaps.
Like, Messi, I'm not showing anybody my flaps on the internet.
That's reserved for special occasions.
That's right.
Yeah, as vice president, I promise to do whatever you want me to. I'll fucking sign that shit. Vote for me.
As president of the United States, I vow to be totally awesome at all times.
Free ice cream for everybody. And I will counterbalance the president by saying, Madam President, have you thought about this? Just making sure. But yes, I agree with you, and sign it. That's how you do it. That's how you do it.
I like
That's
it.
how you have a good relationship.
I like it. Yeah, that's right. We'd make the best president.
We totally would. And then if somebody hated one of our decisions, we just go, hey, that's too bad. Vote in 4 years.
Yeah. Sorry about that.
Yeah. My bad.
My bad. Oh my god, that's hilarious.
Oh my god, right. You're not eligible.
I'm not eligible?
35.
Because I'm too young?
Yes, you have to be 35.
What kind of ageist bullshit is that?
I didn't write the Constitution. And by the way, when they wrote the Constitution, the average age was like 45. They wanted people to be old. But it's 35 years old. Kennedy, I think, was the youngest president. You have to be 35.
Okay, guys. Next election.
Or
Oh, you run. Can
You
I be
don't have
vice
to be.
president though? Am
No,
I too
there is
young?
no age for vice president. You can be
Oh,
my vice president.
but
We've
I
got
want
no
to be
shot, by
first
the way.
to be
If
more.
I'm
I
the
know,
if
we have
I'm the
zero.
leader and you're the no, we've got no shot. We might have had a shot with you as president. With me, fuck no, nobody's gonna go for it. Maybe
Damn.
I'll tell you how many votes I can get. 1,200. The people in my Discord. That's it. We're gonna get anybody else, and maybe
Just
not even
lie
all
like
of them. Yeah.
they want. I'm pretty sure there's like this whole kerfuffle about your birth certificate. Remember when Obama was president? Sorry.
Yeah, but I have my birth
Too
certificate's
soon.
legit.
I do too. Mine is legit, and I am not 35. So
And I wasn't even born under the current name I have. But it's legit.
that is crazy that you have to be 35 to be the president. That's insane. We should change
There's
that.
no
Can we
other
change that?
office. There's no other office in America that requires an age for just president, only president.
Other than being 18, I assume, for
You have to
every
be
other.
yeah, you have to be an adult, I think. I'm not even sure that's true. No one's gonna vote for a kid, but you might not have to be 18. I'm not sure about that.
My dog got in here again.
Because haven't like dogs and teenagers become mayors of cities? I'm pretty sure that's happened.
Yeah, I heard about a mayor
Oh,
that was like super young.
okay, so 12th Amendment. Yeah, so we gotta wait till 2024. Hey, you know, we should start now.
Yeah,
Get
we'll just
internet
start
famous,
complaining
Robin.
now.
What the fuck you doing talking to me? Get internet famous. I give you a week and a half.
So we got 4 years. We'll run in 2024 for
Yeah.
the presidency. Yeah, and it'll be fine. We'll be president and vice president in 2024.
It'll be just like Obama, Biden, because they'll be the young, good-looking president and the old guy. It'll be the same. And we'll be Democrats, right? We're gonna be Democrats, I'm sure.
Yeah, Democrats.
Oh, you have to be 18 to vote, and you have to be able to vote to run for office. That's right. And vice president has to meet the requirement of president per the 12th Amendment in case the president dies, which we're not hoping happens, except unless it was today. Then
Caesar, in an ideal world, I would run as independent, but you're almost guaranteed to never win.
Right, you gotta pick a party. This fucking two-party system with the Electoral College and all its fucking antiquated bullshit. If you want to play the game, you gotta play the game.
We'll start a party, and we'll call it the Modern Party.
I'm in.
Because everything else is antiquated. Fucking ancient, antiquated bullshit.
Yeah.
We'll start a party. It'll be the Modern Party. We'll use technology. We'll use social media. We'll use fucking everything.
We'll start the NAMAS party. NMAS. Or no, it's the NAMAB party. We might have to come up with a better name. NMAB. No more antiquated
the Modern
bullshit.
Party.
Yeah,
no more antiquated bullshit. We'll use Twitter. We'll use fucking Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, whatever.
All right, Robin and I will be accepting PMs in Discord for campaign manager. Let's get on it.
We need to get like a campaign fund or something. We gotta look into the legalities of that because people misappropriate campaign funds all the time. So we gotta make sure we don't do that.
I don't have any aspirations to buy fucking like an island full of Lamborghinis. I don't give a shit about the money.
Right.
So
yeah.
No problem there. And we only need money to get on the ballots in all 50 states. And then somebody needs to start a group that likes us to buy airtime on ads. That's it. That's all you need.
Yeah. Yep. That's all we gotta do. All right, cool. We'll be your president and vice president in 2024. And that's how you do it.
Nick's Tui?
Nick's Tui.
Right?
Yeah. Nick's Tui. Nick's Tui. It's happening.
No more antiquated bullshit. NAB. Nab the votes. That's good stuff.
We're gonna nab the votes. There's our slogan. Manager,
Bobby Joe Scott.
Diablo Bob?
Yeah, that's
He's our campaign manager? Yes.
He just showed up 2 minutes ago. He's like, what's going on? I'm in. Let's do it. All right.
Messy's our tech guy. Maybe we can hire Belle to do social media stuff for us?
Nick's Tui sounds like a campaign to assassinate Rob Tui. That's true. But you know what?
You're dead.
Subconsciously, Nix is part of Nixon, so you'll have those people. Old people will love it.
Oh, gross though. I thought
No,
people
that's
didn't
good.
like
That's all right.
Nixon.
We like it. I mean,
Yeah, let's rock the fucking vote.
Barack Hussein Obama won. I mean, the names
I
don't have
know.
anything to do with it.
His middle name is Hussein.
Right. He
Like,
doesn't have anything to do with it.
yeah. Names are fine. Names are fine. At least we don't have like really hard names to pronounce. Like my
Right.
maiden name is really hard to pronounce.
Oh,
So I won't use
Glockenstein,
that.
Glockenspiel, was it?
Yeah. Glockenspiel. That's
Yeah,
exactly
that's
what
right.
my
You
middle
told me
name
one
is.
time before. It's got a lot of
Uh-huh.
st and pl in it.
No, it doesn't. But
Whatever
okay.
it was. What was it? Smith? Super hard
Yes,
to pronounce. Yeah.
Smith, with an E at the end. Smythe.
Smythe.
No, I'm kidding.
St. John Smythe, yeah.
I'm kidding. All right.
We're nabbing them votes, y'all.
We're gonna nab those votes.
All right. Well, who knew that when we came on the show today, we're going to talk about running for president?
This is why
we got the whole ticket
this
figured out.
show-
We got our platform down.
Right. This is why people can't miss this show. Look, if you're here tonight and you know people who generally watch the other shows, but they're not here tonight, you need to tell them Wednesday night is the fucking night to be here. This right here, this is magic. This shit will go down in history someday when we're the president and the vice president.
People are going to watch this video from July of 2020 and go, what the fuck? They did it.
That's right. We're making history right here, right now on this channel.
And
I'm
you
gonna
can
eat my words
guarantee,
in
as a
4
guy
years.
who has a liver transplant, you can guarantee my number one platform is going to be healthcare. You know it.
Mm-hmm.
This is our escalator moment. Yeah, except for I didn't fucking call Mexicans rapists and terrible people. Because we're not, what's the word? Racist. We're not that.
Yeah, we're definitely not that. And
Robin
we're not.
is not just the president of the Hair Clippermen, she's also a member. No, not that. We're talking about the United States.
Yes, I'm a member of the Hair Club for Men.
Oh, see how fun we are? It would just be good times.
Mm-hmm. Dude, we'd be the coolest.
People would call us up and go, "Let's go to war," and I'd be like, "Chill out, dude. Let's get a beer. Come on."
Right?
Why are we fighting? Why are we fighting about?
Don't shoot your rockets at us. Okay?
Yeah, please don't shoot your missiles at us.
We'll legalize weed everywhere.
Huh?
And we'll legalize weed everywhere if it's not already there yet.
Day one. I don't even smoke weed. I can't smoke weed. I'm still gonna legalize it.
Right. And we'll not subsidize. We'll have government grown weed farms, right? Jobs, we'll make jobs. People can grow weed.
Yeah.
And then there's people who cut it and bag it and sell it. We'll sell it to all of our friends who want to wage war with us. They'll smoke it and then they'll chill the fuck out.
Right.
That's how you do it.
And Domino's is gonna go up.
Oh, it is subsidizing. Okay.
We're gonna give them a pizza as well, even if they live in Jackofistan or one of those other countries.
Migrant workers already do it, but I meant we'll create government jobs for growing weed.
How many countries are there, Robin?
In the world? That's a good question, Rob. How many countries are there in the world?
We're gonna have to study a little bit. I think it's 192, but I'm not sure about that.
I was gonna guess 190, so I wasn't that far off.
Yeah. What is your policy on the border wall?
It's dumb.
Okay, good. It's 195. Thank you, Vex. Because as you know,
it's a waste of money. It's ineffective, and I think it should go. It shouldn't even happen. It shouldn't have happened in the first place.
Vex is the Google champion, as we all know from Sunday nights. And okay, well, I think it's settled.
Yeah.
Nobody had any questions that stumped me. So 193. Yeah, but not all countries are in the United Nations, right? Or are you saying the two that aren't, Vatican City and Palestine, are not in the UN, but everyone else is? Is that what it is? Okay. Yeah, because I remember in high school it was like 150, but then everybody kept calling, well, we're this country now, we're North and South Yemen, and we're Croatia, and we're gonna, I don't know what people did, but that's right.
Croatia.
I don't need to know
I
that.
like I say that, but they've been a country for quite a while now.
Right, but I mean, well, you have to remember I'm super old.
Okay, fair enough.
But and any question we can't answer or don't know the answer to, we can just say, well, do you think Trump knows that? He's president. That's what we can say.
That's true. So real quick on the subject of how many countries there are. My dad, this is like the funniest memory I have of him. But my dad has family that lived in what used to be known as Czechoslovakia, right? Which is two countries now, the Czech Republic or Slovakia. And so I remember once I was like 8 years old and I had learned, you start learning all the names of other countries, blah, blah, blah. And, my dad was telling me about how his, cousin or aunt or something lives in Czechoslovakia. And I said, Dad, actually, it's not Czechoslovakia anymore. It's the
Czech
Czech
Republic.
Republic.
Yep.
And Slovakia is its own country. And my dad turned around to me and he said, "You don't say that. That's not true." And I was like,
guess what? It's
but
true.
It is true. And I will never forget that. That's how straight-laced my dad was.
You blaspheme in this house. Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, what some people see as countries, other people refuse to accept.
Right.
That's all.
But now you got me all excited about running for office.
Oh, really? Sorry, let's do it. Let's do it.
Listen, I don't have any reason not to.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, you might as well fucking try, right?
Yeah, I don't know that I like the idea of wearing a suit and tie, but maybe I'll be that candidate. I'll be the guy. I'll be the Jimmy Buffett candidate that just wears shorts and flip flops.
Right. What do I do with my house when I live in the White House?
Keep it. Gotta have somewhere to go back to.
And we just keep paying the mortgage on it?
Well, you'll be making $400,000 a year.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's a lot of money. That's way more than what we have right now.
I think I make $285 or something like that. Whatever, I'm fine with it.
I'm sorry. Right.
Don't forget to call me to the situation room. Oh, we forgot to call Rob. Can you imagine?
Mm-hmm. Right.
I think there's people that handle all that shit. The president isn't sitting in the Oval Office going, "Oh man, I gotta organize this whole party. I gotta organize." No, you just sign the papers and answer the questions. That's it. Take care of business.
I hope they give me like a crash course on how to be the president. That'd be great.
The crash course is your first 100 days in office, and then people develop phrases like, "She's gonna nix that shit."
Yes. I will nix your spending budget. I will nix your spending budget. And I will nix your spending budget. It's too much.
She's gonna nix that shit in the bud. Piece of licorice on my carpet that's hard now. All right, well, we've got 4 years to develop our skills.
Yeah. We'll keep honing those skills. I obviously have a lot to learn before I announce my candidacy.
Yeah, the thing is, the thing to do though is announce it now.
Oh yeah. I work 4 years on becoming the president.
Right.
Or whatever. Campaigning. That's the word.
Campaigning is what we're looking for. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, everybody.
Oh my god, I'm tired. Is the problem?
It's been
now
decided.
I'm like,
one day, with all of your help, we'll see our names on a piece of paper that looks like this.
Yep.
And then
all of you will vote.
All of you will vote for us, and also your family members and everybody you've ever met and people that you talk to and internet people. And why? Because we're younger than most, and we will do fun shit that's right for everybody. Number one. That's right, WINAC. Number one.
And if you're ready to help us nab those votes in 2024, feel free to message us.
That's right. We got to start raising some awareness.
Because we're gonna cut out that antiquated bullshit.
Right.
This is a rotary cutter.
We're gonna cunt it out. We're gonna cunt out the bullshit.
Yes, we're gonna cut it out.
We're adding an N in there. That's all right. We like it. Words can't hurt you unless you let them. So
That's
many
right.
bets on how soon it will be before Rob has a spreadsheet to track the candidacy of the polls.
Ooh, who is our chief of staff?
Chief of staff?
Uh-huh.
Alexandria Andrea Cortez.
Sure. I'm on board.
Yep. My chief of staff will be Andrew Cuomo, governor of New York. Or not. It seems that
I don't know. I was thinking. I was trying to think of who he was.
Andrew
but
Cuomo
I don't think I'm familiar.
Yeah, the governor of New York. His brother's a news anchor on CNN. Andrew Cuomo is who, when the pandemic first started, people were referring to him as President Cuomo because he was doing a better job than Donald Trump was of handling because New York was the epicenter, which is now California.
Mm-hmm. Right.
It was New York, and then it was Florida. And now it's California.
Oh yeah.
It's California now, if you go by numbers, yeah.
That's funny because like our governor, Pritzker, I think his name is. I don't know how to pronounce it. Sorry. You can Google him. When the pandemic first started, you know, we had the stay-at-home orders and wear your mask in public orders way before a lot of other places did, I noticed, based on the internet. Yeah. And I was very impressed with that we, the governor put out these orders. And later on, as it went on, obviously, people are like, can't we just stop with this? And I don't like wearing my mask in public. How people do. And, he stood by his, no, everybody should be wearing masks in public, and, schools are staying closed. So I always thought that was really admirable that he stuck to what it was safer for the general public than people, even when people were complaining and writing mean things about him on Facebook. That's all.
Yeah.
So, if I had to pick somebody, I might pick the current governor of Illinois, even though I don't know how to pronounce his last name.
My chief of staff might be my friend Jeff, who I've known since I was 6, and who's literally the smartest person I know. He and I disagree on a couple things, which might be okay. Because to have a little bit of dissent, that might be fine. But I trust him, and he would actually make a really good president. I don't think he would have any desire to do it. He might not even be desire to hold any political office. But he's also another candidate because he knows how shit works.
Yeah. And
KSI Anonymous 7, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the stream. The thing hasn't even gone off yet. Welcome to Nick's Tui presidential campaign headquarters.
Ooh. We're crazy.
Crazy good.
That's right.
All right, so now all we have to do is figure out a way to get like 10 million people to notice us.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I got an idea. You should get naked on the internet. Why does it always have to be a girl? You can totally do that, and we would get famous for that.
Yeah. Listen, I'm thinking about it. The only thing we would get in trouble for, though, is that if we broke any terms of service, then I would lose my stream of income, and now I'm not the vice president, and I also don't have any money. Oh,
right. It wouldn't be on Twitch or YouTube, which doesn't allow that. We would have to find a service that does allow it. Or you could edit the video and blur out the inappropriate things and then put it on YouTube.
Yeah.
Yeah, like PG rated nudity or whatever. With like big pixel blocks. One
that goes from my waist down to my knee and says, "Hey, we got to cover that up." Yeah. Cam girls. I feel
like your future president.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think we could get the young vote. It's getting the old vote that's harder.
Yeah, but moms like me.
Oh,
So
yeah.
my whole candidates, all my commercials would be
Moms like me.
yeah, or the do I have to do that? Do I have to go?
Yeah.
But you'd come up with some type of verbiage that communicates, I'm the guy you want your daughter to bring home.
Right. That's right.
But I'm speaking to people in their 60s and 70s and 80s who their daughter's going to bring me home because I'm in my 50s, right? Like that's what it would have to be. Old vote, Rob. That has that covered. Oh, Diablo Bob's already been fired. We haven't even started yet.
I will win the young vote easily. I'll just look at the camera and I'll say, I play Dungeons and Dragons. I built my own computer and I know how to use a 3D printer. Boom, done. I just won all the young people on Earth.
And I'll look at the people and go, I'm a middle-aged white man who believes in a woman's right to choose, equal pay, and whatever the third thing is.
Gay marriage.
Gay marriage.
Yeah.
And so, please vote for us, and fellas, give me a call. I'm single.
It's like, I mean, I know, I'm a big proponent of gay marriage. I understand that it's legal, right? In all 50 states, or am I incorrect on this?
No, I don't think so. Is it?
Oh. Well, I
think if I was gay, I would know the answer to that, but it should be. I know that, but I don't know if it's not yet in all 50 states. Does somebody know the answer to that? Did Supreme Court say it's okay, right? I thought so. No, it's not, says Caesar.
Oh, okay. Then yeah, we can definitely say that we should make that in all 50 states.
Right.
It should be a thing. Look, people should be able to marry whoever the fuck they want to marry.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Get rid of the Electoral College. I like that. That's very bold.
And right
different.
Roe v. Wade as an amendment.
Mm-hmm. All elections everywhere should just be popular vote. Period. Whoever gets the most votes.
Yeah, you're gonna get big pushback on that, but yeah, I agree. But somebody,
true. That's the way it should work.
Whenever you argue with somebody about the Electoral College, the answer or the comeback's always, so if we get rid of the Electoral College and just make it popular vote, that means every presidential election will just be the East and the West Coast voting. Is that what you want? And I always go, yes, it is. That is exactly what I want.
Well, but even the votes in the middle count.
They do, but you've got more populous, all the blue states are on the outside, right? So it's always going to be. And I love it because here in Washington, I live on the eastern side of the state, which is a complete sea of red. I'm just surrounded by Republicans everywhere. But King County, which is the Seattle, that's who decides the state, right?
Oh, yeah.
Basically, my vote,
I live in a
purple
area.
Doesn't matter. Yeah, we're going to get blue every time.
Where I live is very purple. If you go closer to Chicago, it's very blue. Like, Chicago's very blue. Where I live is very purple. There's a lot of Republicans.
Yeah, gerrymandering is a problem, Scuba, and that all comes. But if you just threw that whole thing out and made it popular vote, then I'm also
I agree. Gerrymandering.
No more parties, no more Republicans and Democrats, just people. And
you vote for who's got the best idea.
That's what I think it should be. It should be 100 people running for president until it gets down to the final 2, and then vote for who you want. That's what we should do. No, fuck this Republican Democrat crap. It's so
stupid.
All right, let me straighten out some papers on my desk, like it's super important that I've said what I needed to say.
I don't have any papers near me, but I would do the same.
Term limits is huge, yes, especially for senators or who've been in there for 32 years or whatever the fuck.
Agreed. Yes, every public office should have a term limit.
Mia Strife, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the stream. I hope I said your name right. If I did not, I apologize. Vote for me anyway. Thank you.
It should be the same. It should be 1, 2 term max. Yeah.
For
every public office. Yes, every public office, 2 term max. That will include Supreme Court justices.
Ooh.
Dude, some of those people are old as
I could see that. I could see that.
We
That's a
need
lifetime appointment.
young
Holy shit.
blood. Just
Like,
my opinion.
You know what? I could go with lifetime appointment up to age 70 or something like that, or 75, you know, or 80.
Right,
Although Ruth
George,
Bader Ginsburg would
my
still be
bad.
awesome.
I
She's
mean
awesome.
that what I meant is that Supreme Court justices, it should be reworked. They should have a term and 2-term limit. So a term could be, you know, maybe
10 years,
5
yeah.
years
Right.
or 10 years. Yeah, and then they have a 2-term limit. And I think that would be better overall for the justice system.
Yes.
Because times change, man. And I'm seeing a lot of like case law type things happen because they're using laws that were written 200 years ago
Yeah.
or whatever. You know what I mean?
Just
Like, it's
remember,
ridiculous.
all you got to do is drink some beers with Ski and boof some fellas, and everything's going to be fine. Brett Kavanaugh, you remember that guy? Squee and I drank beers. I like beers, and we boofed some folks. Whatever the fuck he said. Oh my god. The United States of Eurasia. Why does somebody keep typing that?
I'm not
Lifetime.
sure.
Oh, right. Yeah, we talked about that, George. When the Constitution was written, lifetime expectancy was like 45 or 50. Now it's 75.
All right. It's 10 o'clock, Rob.
All right.
I've got to
it's
go.
over. We did 2 hours, everybody. We said we were going to do 1. And then Robin said, maybe I'll run for... And now it's a whole movement.
Oh, my God.
So we expect you all to vote for us and start campaigning right now and send us Discord PMs about how you've started shit that I need to sign. That's what I need to happen.
Vote modern.
Modern Party.
Vote modern. Modern Party.
Modern Party running as Democrats. Modern Party.
I just did gang signs for it.
21! 21! All right. Here, let me get my Blood and Crips bandanas. No. Free ice cream for everybody. Okay, good enough, everybody. Thanks for joining us on this Wednesday. We'll see you back here the next time. And until then, Nick's Tui for president.